You know, I'm not here like, well, let's fucking dismantle this fucking group of kids and that, you know, let them fucking do what they want. But at the same time, you know, if you're gonna go out there fucking with pitchforks and fucking torches, just know at some point it's gonna come for you.
Well,
yeah, it's all a circle.
Here's the thing: is if you're listening to this show because you don't know your opinion on something and you want some insight on a topic, you're in the wrong place. This is just like fuck around as hard as you can.
If you want me to get intelligent, I'll get intelligent.
Yeah. No,
If you really want me to
don't do that
articulate
on this
anything
show.
about relationships, I can teach you how to have sex with them, not keep them. Look, because every woman, the reason why I say that, because every relationship and every woman is different. I can't teach you how to keep a woman, but I can give you advice on how to get one. Or if you give me a specific scenario, I can teach you about that. But like every woman's different, so I mean, yeah, we get smart. We get smart on here if you really want us to.
I feel that way about comedy advice. Like I feel like if a comic gives another comic advice, all they can do is teach them how to be them. So if you gave me advice, you would just teach me. You'd be telling me how to do you, because that's what worked for you. That's how you learn. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't understand comedy schools.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I don't get it.
I can teach you, like, if I was to run a comedy school, right?
Yeah.
I'd ask you for $20.
Okay.
I ask you for $40, right?
And then you take it and be like, go.
Yeah,
do open
I'll
mics,
take
have
your
fun.
I'll take your $40, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll teach you everything that I know for your $40, right?
Okay.
And then I'll take you to an open mic, and I'll watch 2 of your open mics, and then I'll give you $20 back and say you suck.
Huh, there you go.
It don't take much to know when somebody's sucking comedy.
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple times where people are like somebody's doing their second or third open mic ever, and then they'll come up and be like, "Do you have any advice?" No. I'm like, go on stage and figure it out. That's how you learn. You know?
Oh, that's all comedy.
I'm not the guy you ask. I'm not the advice guy.
It's just do it.
Yeah,
Get on
I've seen you
stage
give
and do
advice
it.
to people, Mike.
I have not given advice. My advice is get on stage and figure it out. The audience will teach you what you need to know.
Mike's advice is anything offensive that happened at that time, say fuck it and write jokes about it.
Say the word fuck at least 16 times
In 1
every
second.
2 minutes.
Make
No,
sure
every-
you do a story about fucking in front of a baby.
I like that joke.
Yeah, audiences haven't, but
we've all
you
done that.
know.
That joke works.
Like when I was young,
Oh yeah. if you-
I hit a
you
chick
say
that had
so.
a baby, and I was fucking her so hard the baby bounced and flew. I think we all have that.
I
Like,
bounced that baby off the
yeah,
table.
I was like, yeah, like the baby bouncing was the equivalent of the headboard hitting the back
Dude,
of the
I
thing.
fucked a pregnant lady so hard one time, her kid flew into one of her titties and made it twice as big. There we go.
She had lopsided titties.
Exactly.
She had a D on one side,
Oh.
a B on the other.
I was like, yeah, girl, what now?
Look, man, you can't look. That's bad parenting on the woman part, not your part. you better get some pussy. You ain't like, oh, children. Like, you know,
that ain't my problem. That's her
yeah, that's her problem.
She needs to deal
You
with
like,
that.
oh yeah, I mean, with some pussy kids. So I'm girl out there. Like,
Jesus Christ.
like being 13 to like 20, like basically 30.
Yeah.
I feel like we just a bunch of fucking snakes. We don't care about anything. We just want to stick our dick in things. Like we don't care what it is. Like
That's why gay dudes are so crazy to me. It's like there's no chicks around to say no. It's like all
Remember earlier how we were talking about how dudes still have standards?
They do have standards, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I felt like if I was a gay dude, I'd just be like, I'm bored. I guess I'll suck a dick.
I
today."
think I'm better now. I think I'm better in my late 30s because I think, 13, dude, I fucked girls with one leg, handicapped, couldn't speak. Like, I didn't give a fuck what it was. If it had a vagina, I'd stick my dick in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that would be, if I was a gay guy, I'd be like that. I'd just be like, man, there's a hole.
I just think, like, I think I'm better now. Because now, like, I'm not, first of all, you're not getting me. First of all, I got a girlfriend, so I'm not touching you. Second of all, if I was single, you need insurance, bitch. I got diabetes.
You need insurance.
I got diabetes. I got to be able to get my
You
medicine.
need to be able to claim me
Yeah.
as a dependent.
I got to get on your insurance. I
Oh,
got to get on your
Jesus.
health insurance. You gotta have a good credit score. I'm not messing. I don't care how hot you is. I done hit hot 1,000 times, but I haven't hit is 750 and above. Alright?
You're like, no, she sends you a titty pic. You're like, I want to see your credit
No,
score.
it's I want you to take that to the titties. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I need that credit score. Let me see how much you make in a year. Send me that. Like,
Send me your paycheck
I
status and your 401k.
I just need a chick who fucking like. I don't care what you look like. I don't care any of this. You just need to be emotionally stable.
Oh, I thought.
That's it. I'm done with the fucking crazies.
How many emotionally stable women have you dated?
how many women have you dated?
More than I care to think
I
about.
was about to say, because you look like a lover boy ass nigga.
Yeah, but here's who falls. Here's who likes to date.
Kay's got eyes you can just fucking melt into.
You could.
Here's who likes me. Is the women that fucking are just so broken. You know, if they've been raped, beaten,
You
fucking.
got eyes like that, son. You got a whole demeanor
they're like he'll be different
to
than the other
melt
ones.
into, son. You just look so lovable.
I've tried to be lovable, and then I get taken advantage. No, here's the thing. Those women, they like me. I'll like, oh, he's so vulnerable because I used to be less guarded. I'd just be like, oh, she likes me, yay! And then I'd just be like,
Can I suck your titties?
yeah, exactly. I'd be like, can I lick you the back of your kneecaps? Oh, see into the weird stuff, and
the weird stuff.
and so you know, like when you get to that point, like at first you're just like, oh, somebody likes me, you know, and then you don't realize they're just with you because you're something different.
It's not better, just different.
They start feeding off of your bullshit, and it's not even like I was nice, you know. It's just I was nice enough not to fucking hurt them, you know.
You were nicer than the last guy.
Yeah,
It's like window.
yeah, I'm not the guy that's gonna you know, fucking beat you with a brick.
She's like,
fuck you against your will.
He's kind of an asshole, but at least he hasn't hit me yet. I'm moving in the right
Yeah,
direction.
you know. And then all of a sudden, it gets to that point where we're both fucking being just fucking horribly emotionally abusive to one another, and you know, and it's like now I can walk away from that.
Yeah.
The minute I fucking have it in my head that there's something wrong with you, I can just walk away.
But think about
But there's
this.
something wrong with you.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You're judging somebody for your
You know how
problems.
hard it is to date a comic? Dude, my girlfriend been with me 7 years. I put her through hell. Could you imagine dating a comic? Like, look from the outside in.
Yeah.
We are insane.
Yeah, you can't be normal. and
Dude,
be a
I'm
comic.
completely insane.
You can't be normal and be a comic. What would you talk about? Oh, today I did the dishes.
I would love that.
You would love to date a comic?
No, I've
Be
fucking
normal.
dated comics. It's awful.
I would never date a girl comic.
Well, I've done it, and let me tell you something. I've been burned more
I
than
keep
once.
telling him to stop dipping his pen in the company ink, but he doesn't listen.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Those stupid bitches fucking like me for whatever reason.
Because you're funny.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all you
they-
have to do. And then all of a
They're
sudden they're like, oh.
They're like, maybe if
They're
I fuck
hoping
him,
it-
I'll be funny.
Yeah,
too.
they're hoping if they swallow it, they'll fucking take some funny in.
I've been trying to
Oh,
do
no.
that with Tristan Bowling for a year.
Uh, let me tell you something.
Oh.
There's one in particular. Well, I mean, there's a couple I can think of where it's
Funny
like I
women
couldn't fuck
comments.
funny into them. But
I didn't laugh at that.
put it this way: there's a lady in our scene right now who
Nah, it's real funny because the women
who's starting to run shows. I'm not gonna say her
Starting.
name,
Okay.
but she's an unfunny piece of shit.
Okay.
She's fucked everybody in the scene, and no matter how many people she fucks,
Not me. Not me.
no matter how many
Not
people
me.
she fucks, she's still not funny.
I would never touch a woman comic. Never. Not with a 10-foot pole. I would never sleep with any chick in comedy. Not me.
I don't want to do it on the simple fact is I don't want it to be awkward at mics. Like, that's my reasoning.
Oh, this bitch doesn't go to mics that aren't hers, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, after it didn't work out between us, she's like, I'm gonna quit comedy. I was like, okay.
Good. You're like, fucking good. Go.
She said that. She's like, I should quit. And I was like, do what makes you happy. She's like, so you don't want me to do comedy? I was like,
No.
honestly, I don't care. Like,
Every chick that quits comedy, an angel gets his wings. Nobody. Dude. that part I'm sexist on. Like, you could line up, if there's a women's comedy convention and they have 2,000 women there, maybe 20 would be funny.
I feel like that's the same for guys, though. If you
No,
just line up 2,000
women don't have to be funny. They have no reason to. They have a vagina. They don't have any charisma. That's why chicks only gay. That's why you see so many gay chicks in comedy, because they have to have the ability to pull a woman. Look, I don't care how terrible this sounds. It's just facts and the truth. If you're
you
a
say
chick,
what you believe.
9 times out of 10, you are not funny. That's why no one wants to hear the dude. Every time a chick go, I got a story to tell you. You go, fuck, Jesus Christ. All right, how did I get out of this? I got coronavirus. There's no positive to talking like a chick telling a story.
There's a few good.
I'm not saying all chicks are bad. There's funny chicks.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes I do have to tell a woman to fucking speed up to the fucking
Come on, get
punchline.
to, yeah, come on.
Christ.
I'm like, look, okay, what was the point of the story? And they're like, they're. What do you mean?
To be
Did
fair,
you not hear what I said?
to be fair, he does the same thing when I try to tell him a story.
Yeah, well, it's because you tell a fucking story like a woman.
Yeah.
If you got
Like,
vagina
dude,
stories, I mean,
you know
nobody
who one
don't
of
want
the
to hear it.
funniest
I
people
definitely
in the
have
world
vagina
is?
stories.
Who?
Rob Maybe. You know who one of the worst storytellers in the world is?
Rob, maybe.
There we go.
Like, no one wants to hear women try to tell jokes unless they're funny. Like, they're like white barbers. You don't get a shot until you cut that fucking hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna get into a black barbershop with black people just talking about, yeah, man, I just got out of school, you know what I'm saying? They're like, how many times have you been shot? Like,
I like open mics because I think that when you go up there, you have to face the same crowd as everybody else. Nobody's there specifically to see you most of the time. Sometimes you bring a little bit of a crowd by yourself, but everybody's going in front of the same crowd, facing the same fucking audience, and it's just be funny. I don't think it fucking matters. I think anybody could go most places, and if they're good, murder.
now here's the terrifying part about that.
Yeah. Doesn't
Okay,
matter gender, background,
if-
anything. If
no,
you're just
it's-
really good.
It's
you're
open
good.
mic. Now
Yeah.
take that same concept, right,
Yeah.
and apply it to a show. So it's me,
Yeah.
Kays,
Yeah.
right, and Diedrich, and
Okay.
then what's his name that's supposed to be here?
Glendon.
Not Glendon, white dude,
Wait. Oh, Tristan.
Tristan, right, and then random girl,
Yeah.
right.
Ooh.
That's when it starts. That's what I'm talking about, like the ability, like
That's when you go take a smoke.
yeah, that's when exactly. And that's happened
People
before.
are gonna take me
People
serious.
would go take smoke breaks on girls
Yeah.
because they have to go up against fucking titans.
Yeah.
Like let's say I go to an open mic and I'm like I used to be, like I used to do shows and open mics
Yeah.
like I used to be, and I don't give a fuck about no David Case. Nigga, fuck David Case. He's trash. You know how trash he is? I'm gonna murder this whole thing,
Yeah.
and when he go up next, he gonna have to follow that shit.
He gonna bomb.
He gonna bomb. I'm not gonna fuck about no David Cage. I'm gonna fuck about nobody here. I'm here for me. I'm here to destroy this audience and go. That's how I used to be.
Yeah.
I used to go and I would murder these audiences.
Yeah.
And then make you go up behind me.
Tristan did that to me for a long time. when it started
Don't.
out.
But it shouldn't be like that. Like we all in the same boat because we all in the same show.
Yeah.
So people pay $10 to see this show. So they don't want to see one entertaining motherfucker. They want to see everybody be entertaining because you paid just $10 for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to set those people up in order to make sure that the show goes right.
But here's the thing. I see it this way, man. There's very few people I've ever been scared to fucking follow. If you fucking like, when I first started I was, and then after a while it just kind of clicked in my head. Like, if guy goes up and fucking murders, you know, I don't see it as like, oh shit, I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm like, good.
Good.
Just
You
brought the
want
fucking,
to keep it going.
Keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah.
and it's like, I don't see it as like, oh, I might not be as funny. It's like, now, like, this crowd just proved to me that A, they want to laugh, and also, it proved to me that it's like, all right, now it's my fucking crowd to lose.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And all
But
these
then,
fucking...
But then those motherfuckers will blame the audience and be like, "Oh, it's because
Yeah.
this guy killed in front of me.
And
Took
that's-
all the oxygen."
That's
out
a
of it."
fucking. That's
That's a loser
typically
mentality.
a fucking
That's
comic.
happened to me.
That's a loser mentality.
That happened to me a bunch of times. But like comics, I ain't gonna name his name. I don't even think he stays here no more. But I ain't gonna name his name. But he got on me like one night about that.
Really?
I
Oh,
bought,
you're too funny. Tony
dude,
did.
I bought a bunch of people to a show, right?
Mhm.
And
A comic
man,
gave
the
you shit about
whole
being too
place,
funny.
I straight killed this place. And he was like, "Yeah, you should have put him last because
Oh.
I had to go up." And come to find out, he was making fun of the drunk guy in the audience. And to the fact that where it got really offensive, and people was like, "Dang, son, everybody else is having fun with the drunk guy. You couldn't do it." Everybody else, dude, drunk
Just
guy
being-
was part of my set. We was having a great time.
Yeah, there's being funny, and then there's just being a dick.
Yeah, then you
It's
just-
you just
And
bumming
people
everybody
walked out
out.
on him.
Yeah.
People walked out on him. And then when people was walking out, I was like, "Where y'all going?" Like, after my set, I need to breathe it.
Yeah.
I did like 15 minutes. I just go outside, get some air.
Yeah.
People coming out behind me. I'm like, "Where y'all going?" Dude's still on stage.
Oh,
And
he's
he
just bumming out the room.
Yeah, and then he just come out furious.
Whoop. I think we got K's off. I do that sometimes. My bad. You were making a point about not being worried about following anybody.
No, fucking just go up and do your shit.
Yeah, don't.
Like, if you're
blame
not as
other
good,
people.
like, guy's right though. You should have a fucking, like, if you're doing a show like that, you should at the very least fucking either, like, if someone's gonna do like a marathon show like Bobby Johnson, because all he cares about is fucking money. He doesn't care about quality. Fucking what? I'm not saying
I don't
anything.
support his statements. I work with Bobby Johnson all the time.
Dude, Bobby Johnson can fucking go suck a dead man's dick, okay? He
Okay.
already killed one motherfucker in a fucking DUI situation. That motherfucker, like, he can piss off, okay?
Okay.
He's a fucking waste to our fucking scene. Alright? But here's
I
what
do
that
not support David Case's.
but here's what that
statement,
dumb
but
dipshit
continue.
could do, okay? But he won't. He could fucking, if he's gonna do a fucking marathon show like he used to do at Tozo's,
Yeah.
he would just throw whoever on in no order.
The fuck
So
you mean
if
a
you're gonna do a fucking,
Well, you
marathon
see a
show
marathon
like
that's
three-
over 4.
okay,
Over 4?
Marathon shows.
Ain't nobody
in,
sitting there
in
for
comedy,
over
in,
4
in comedy
hours of
world, a
local
marathon
comedy.
show is any bunch of over 4 comics. It's
Bobby will fucking put 6 comics on the flyer, right?
Yeah.
And then underneath it'll say also, and then 3 other names.
Yeah.
Now, then all of a
Usually
sudden,
one of the other
then
names.
fucking 10 other assholes show up just to come hang out, and he'll give them stage time too.
Yeah.
Alright? So now, you have like 14 fucking comics on what should have only been an hour and a half show. It turns into like a 3-hour fucking thing. Audiences are like, why the
You
fuck is
can't
this
go.
happening? But, instead of fucking, but here's what Bobby could do. He could either fucking go and just put talent,
Yeah.
lead up to it, or do good comic, bad comic, good comic, bad comic. He won't even do that. So
That's
you
kinda
might get a
smart,
cluster.
good comic,
That's
bad
what I
comic.
used to do
That's
when I
what
would
we used to
fucking I would do open mics occasionally. I would fucking everybody
You
would
change
sign
the
up.
lineup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good comic, bad comic. That way, because
I've never seen somebody
when I
change
did
the lineup.
Tozo's-
I would do that.
dude,
would
when
do
I
that.
used to run Tosos, when I first got it, Sidney Smith built that to where the open mic used to have a crowd that came out to it. I got lucky and still got that residual for a while.
Yeah.
So when comics would come, I'd put a good comic, a bad comic, a good comic, a bad comic. You
And
know?
I wouldn't do past 10 when I ran open mics. I would only do 10 comics. So everybody can get 10 minutes.
10 comics at an open mic?
Yeah. 10 minutes.
What
mean-
was it?
I mean, open mic. I feel like open mics you should just.
7. I do 7 minutes.
A lot of
no,
book
with
shows
open
used to be
mics,
like that.
with open mics, I feel like if you want to be 17th and know there's going to be 3 people left watching you, and you still want to go up, let them go up. Fuck it. But yeah, as
Yeah,
far
but
as
here's the thing: when you host a show,
Yeah,
you
Uh,
want to go home.
Yeah,
inside.
you want to go home. That's why I do.
Like, dude-
I do 10 comics, 7 minutes. That's the biggest my open
when
mics
I
gonna
used
go.
to do Tosos, I mean, dude, we could get upwards of fucking like I remember the first night I did it.
Yeah.
I got 32 comics that showed up,
Ugh.
and that was giving everybody 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't leave till almost fucking 1 o'clock that night,
Yeah.
And
I just feel like if you're hosting an open mic, maybe if it's a show, you're doing whatever you want to show. But if it's an open mic, you're not like prepared for that to happen.
But comedy was wild back then, dude. It was way, way wilder than it is now.
Yeah.
Dude, that show at Jesus Christ, I can't think of the name of that place. What Derek used to have.
Tosha, or
Catalina's.
Catalina's, yeah.
Dude, that show
Yeah.
at Catalina's. I remember when Bobby had it, and,
Like
and then
started
it
at Catalina's.
Bruh, that place was wild. I got
Yeah.
pictures, and I had pictures and stuff that was happening at that show that was way too wild. Those shows were funny as shit too. Like those shows were really funny, and the one at the one out there in Avondale where the dude got shot at, and then we made fun of it the whole night.
Where was that?
In Avondale Lighthouse.
Oh, Lighthouse.
Those shows used to be so much fun,
That's
man. We used to do
Cody's
roast.
like now.
Yeah, it's cool right now. We used to do roast and all kind of stuff at that place.
Yeah, I got
And-
fucking heckled by the owner one night, and I just ripped into him. And afterwards,
You got heckled by the owner?
yeah,
What
and
the fuck?
dude, I fucking tore into him, and afterwards he's like, "Good job." And
That's when heckling was a lot more. There was a lot more heckling back then.
yeah, and dude, like I said some shit, and I didn't even know who the fuck the guy was.
Oh, really?
and
You're just
yeah,
like, oops.
yeah,
I
no,
felt that.
and fucking afterwards he's like, "Oh, you're real funny, man," and I was like, I wanted to be like, "Fuck you," and then he's like, "Yeah, I own this place." I was like, "Oh," and at the time I still had respect for Bobby, but you know,
They used to have this comedy club, but an owner was an open micer,
Oh, okay.
and he would bump people
Oh, no.
to get his own spot. Right?
Oh,
is
really?
this
Yeah.
Howard?
I don't remember what the name of it was.
Stand up Scottsdale?
It was in Scottsdale, dude. And then they did a
Bump people?
they did a what you call it on it? An episode of
Bar Rescue.
Bar
Yeah,
Rescue
with
on
Stand
it.
Up Scottsdale.
This dude was so trash. One night he bumped me, right? And I just went up there and I just ripped into him. Like, I did a full
fuck
yeah, I did a full set, killed, and then went into why would you bump somebody? I just went crazy on this guy, man. And he had this whole rule that you couldn't do his if you do his comedy club. you couldn't
No, that
do-
was Sean at the Comedy Spot. Howard didn't give a fuck if you played the Comedy Spot. Sean
He didn't?
cared though if you played stand up
I would-
Scottsdale.
Okay, yeah, it was the
I would
opposite.
say-
It was the
I would
opposite.
say if you ever like say to me, "Oh, you can do this, but you can't do this if you do here," I'm like, "I'm not doing this one then," because they don't tell me that. So fuck you.
Well,
Because that's how it was out here at one point. They had comedy clubs are so saturated that they can't do this, you can't do that. If you can't do this, you can't do that.
yeah, House of Comedy.
Do you-
They won't let you fucking perform there if you play at Copper Live.
Yeah.
How dead do you think our scene's gonna be when it actually does come back?
Well,
We're gonna miss,
we're
like,
open
the
again.
new-
Half these motherfuckers.
Well, we're
are
open
gone.
again. I mean,
bet you after 2-3 months, half of them are gone.
That's okay. That just means that they didn't deserve to be here.
Nope.
If you don't come back,
I like how 80% of Phoenix comedy would be like, Mies came back though.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, this motherfucker's still here.
Mike, I'll believe it when I actually see you at a fucking mic. Alright?
When, there's only one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and where the
This-
fuck are you?
There's
I've been
three.
there
There's
3-4
three every
times.
week.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times. I've been there every week
And
for the
the
last.
Saturday one, I'm working during.
So there's a mic
Sounds like
Monday.
excuses.
There's a mic Monday.
At work, 9
Wednesday.
to 6.
Where's Mondays?
Yeah, where's Monday?
Mondays is the black dude that looked like a vampire. What's his name?
Who the black dude?
Chris
that-
Mosley. Chris
Chris
Mosley
Mosley
has a
looks like
mic
a
on
vampire?
Monday. Yeah, to me he looks like a vampire.
Alright.
Chris
Where's
Mosley
that?
has a
Wait.
mic.
Where's that?
It's way out on Ray Road. It's on Ray Road.
I never even saw
That's
a
far. That's super far.
flyer. Nobody told me about it.
Yeah, and he has one, and then of course we got Charles, and then you got 2 on Saturday.
The reason why I haven't been doing the one mic basically a week that I could hit is because I haven't read any new shit. I don't want to go do my old shit in front of
You gotta
everybody who's heard that shit 20 times.
Just right about COVID.
When I know
Just right about porn.
COVID.
Oh,
Cohen, right about Cohen the band, dude. Jesus.
But yeah, no, I just haven't been motivated because the lockdown. I just kind of go to work, come home.
I still
haven't
write.
I haven't been like motivated to write new shit. I'm just kind of like waiting for like when's it coming back? I'm just
Well,
waiting
that's
around.
the thing. You want to write now, so when it comes back, you're ready. Yeah, I
but
write every day.
When I write, I get excited and I want to go perform and see if that shit works right away. So when I write, I have to hit a mic.
Well, I've been writing monologues. I've been
I
writing
have
a
to
lot
go,
of monologues.
I have to go test that shit out immediately after I write it.
The reason why I started getting back hardcore on YouTube is because I wanted to write monologues.
Yeah.
And I've been writing a lot of monologues. And you can see how at first I couldn't remember them, and they sound terrible, all the way up to now. Dude, I can remember every word of them, and they sound great. It's the same thing with stand-up. I feel like the monologues are helping me with the stand-up. You know what I'm saying? So when we do get back to 6-7 nights a week, 3-4 shows a night,
Yeah.
we'll be killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get that side of it, but also at the same time, it's just like, I haven't been motivated to do it.
We gotta impress Jim Perry.
Jesus.
Man, Jim Perry's a good guy. Dude.
No, I like Jim.
He's a great guy.
He's-
Shout out to Jim Perry.
I'd like to say he's
Rest
not,
in peace to his mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the comedy club. Shout out Jim Perry in general,
Yeah,
man.
Jim Perry's
Shout out David K's ass cracking the camera. Don't worry about
Shout
that.
out to nobody because I hate you all.
You about to go?
Yeah, I gotta head out.
All right.
Yeah, let's wrap it up anyway.
We're gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for watching.
Watching.
You know, I'm coming back, baby. You know how I roll.
Yeah.
I never go away. I'm like cancer. No, I shouldn't have said that. I'm like a cold. I'm like a
I
cold.
almost made a joke, but I don't.
I see y'all.
Wakanda forever.
Peace.
I'm going, guys.
Ugh.